Hello, I'm Harry Riley. Welcome to Harry's Book Reviews. This is called The Longdon Murders by Julius Falconer, published in the UK by Numa Springs of Dartford, Kent. This seemingly unfathomable case tests Worcestershire's finest, Detective Inspector Stan Whitfield, and his appointed assistant Sergeant Hewitt to the limit. Author Julius Falconer takes a back seat and graciously allows the inspector freedom to tell the story in his own inimitable way. A bit like Conan Doyle, letting Sherlock Holmes off the leash. I must confess, I do enjoy the policeman's own man of the people style. With Whitfield, what you see is what you get. Here's a no-nonsense detective who knows how to call a spade a spade. However, I think Julius ought to be aware there are occasional hints for the reader that Whitfield could have his own literary aspirations. In the Longdon murders, an old couple are found dead in their daughter's Worcestershire village cottage, both slumped over a table and poisoned by a contaminated bottle of wine. Their daughter is nowhere to be seen. Then, shortly after, a young man's body is discovered in a London bedsit. He has been killed in a similar fashion, again poisoned by wine. These apparently unconnected events, investigated by two independent police forces, turn out to be caused by a very rare poison. This requires the very best detective brains to unravel a devious plot. Who then has the patience, the methodical mind and dogged perseverance to get to the bottom of it? The call goes out to bring in Inspector Whitfield. These murders take all the detective's ingenuity and painstaking determination, and there are times when he thinks he's come up with the answer, only to find he's been led down a blind alley. Poor old Whitfield is repeatedly thwarted by interference from a senior police officer living and working abroad, who keeps sticking his nose in with his own pet theories. Our policeman's lot is not a happy one. As with other, so many hard and tricky cases, a chance remark by Beth, Whitfield's clever and unique, intuitive spouse, sends him off in a fresh and positive direction, enabling him at last to see bright daylight at the end of a long and arduous tunnel. For a brilliant insight into the skullduggery and devious machinations of the criminal mind, you would be hard put to beat Julius Falconer and his Whitfield detective mysteries. This story was published in 2009. And some other books by Julius Falconer that I shall be reviewing later are The Spider's Banquet, A Death Twice Avenged, The Bones of Murder, Mr. Carrick is Laid to Rest, A Time to Pray, The Unexpected Death of Father Wilford, and The Will of Joan Good. I hope you've enjoyed this very brief review. Thank you. Goodbye.